Let's start laws of motion, and this is the Newton's third law of motion. What does the Newton's third law of motion indicate? It states that to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Means action and reactions are equal and opposite. હવે આપણને શું ખબર કોને action કહેવાય કોને reaction કહેવાય? What is action and what is reaction? From the word action, what is action? Action means we mean the initial force applied by the first body to the second body. From the word reaction, we mean that the force applied by the second body in response to the force of the first body. સમજમાં આવે છે? action यानी when the two bodies exist, यानी first body છે એ second body પર જે force લગાવડે initially is action. But second body in a answer માં જે force લગાડે first body પર, that is reaction. According to Newton, these forces are only equal, but they are acting mutually opposite to each other. Yani this action and reaction are equal and they are opposite in direction. Further, there must be two different bodies in the system of Newton's third law to be valid. એટલે કે ન્યૂટનના થર્ડ લોમાં હંમેશા કેટલી બોડી હોવી જોઈએ? ટુ બોડીઝ હોવી જોઈએ. એટલે કે આખા યુનિવર્સની અંદર કોઈ પણ ફોર્સ લાગે છે એ ક્યારેય અલોન ના હોય. ઓબ્જેક્ટ મસ્ટ નોટ બી અલોન. ઓલવેઝ દેર આર ટુ બોડીઝ ઇન, યાની પેર ઓફ ધ બોડીઝ when the first body applied the force to the second body, and in the answer, in the response, the second body applied the force to the first body. And these two forces are equal and they are in opposite direction. Now let us explanation. Let us consider a ball placed on the ground. एक ball છે જે ground ઉપર પડેલો છે. Okay? Placed on the ground. It exerts a force W due to its weight. It exerts the force W due to its weight. હવે આ બોલ છે, એનું માસ m, ઓકે, પણ W equal to mg, यानी એનું weight, because it has some mass. So it exerts a force in downward direction. Yani force is weight and weight is force. Mass is different thing. Mass and weight are different. એનું માસ m હોય તો એનું weight mg હોય અને એના weight જેટલો force downward directionમાં લગાડે. ઓકે, તો હવે આ છે એક માસ જે ગ્રાઉન્ડ ઉપર પડેલો છે, જેને ડાઉનવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં ફોર્સ લાગે છે. ફોર્સ ઇક્વલ ટુ mg. यानी एनो mass into gravity, that is the weight equal to mg. यानी when the body is, यानी ball is or a thing is lying on the ground, it exerts a force in a downward direction equal to its weight. But when only this force exerts on the body, then एक ज force लागे तो infinitely entered into the earth surface. एक ज फोर्स लागे છે તો अर्थ सरफेस ની અંદર જતો જાય and અંદર એકદમ deep inside the earth crust જતો રહે ને. But no, there is equal and opposite forces exerted by the earth on the body. And earth also exerts the force in an upward direction. So this ball will not go deep inside the earth crust or will not go up in the air. It remain on the ground. Okay. It exerts the force W due to its weight. It tends to thrust itself on the ground. Okay, it tends to thrust itself on the ground. Due to its weight, जो एनो weight જ લાગતું હોય ને, it tends to thrust itself, यानी thrust लगाड़े, force लगाड़े on the ground. Thrust मतलब force. But the ground, અને એ thrust मतलब only this force is not applied by the ball to the ground, but the ground offers an equal and opposite reaction force. This is the weight and this is reaction force by the ground on the ball. Thus the force exerted by the ball is balanced by the reaction of the ground on the ball. Yani ball applied force on the ground, that is the action, and the ground apply the equal force on the ball. यानी बॉल ग्राउंड पर અને ગ્રાઉન્ડ બોલ પર ફોર્સ લગાડે. ગ્રાઉન્ડ જે બોલ છે જે ગ્રાઉન્ડ પર ફોર્સ લગાડે that is action, and ground applied the force on the ball is reaction. And the latter remain in its original position, यानी the ball remain in its original position on the ground. Practically in all cases of motion, it is the reaction which plays the part. यानी always we feel the reaction, we never notice the action. આપણે ક્યારે action ને notice નથી કરતા, આપણને તો reaction જ દેખાય છે. For example, we walk our feet, જ્યારે આપણે ચાલીએ, when we walk our feet push the ground backward. ત્યારે આપણે શું કરીએ? આપણે when we are walking, આપણે ચાલતા હોઈએ, ઓકે, તો આપણે શું કરીએ છીએ? when we are walking we push the ground backward. આપણે ચાલીએ ત્યારે જુઓ આપણે backward push કરીએ આપણે, તો that is action. Okay, action છે. But this ground offers equal and opposite reaction force. Yani we apply action on the ground and ground apply reaction on the body. Hence we can move in a forward direction. Practically in all cases of motion, it is the reaction which plays the part. When we walk our feet push the ground backward and the reaction act in the opposite direction. ઓકે, જ્યારે આપણે ચાલીએ ત્યારે આપણે એક્શન લગાડીએ અને ગ્રાઉન્ડ આપણા બોડી પર રિએક્શન લગાડે. that reaction we can feel and we can walk in a forward direction. These reactions can be resolved into two components, and reaction forces are of a two type. For example, our body has a mass, so weight in a downward direction, but reaction in an upward direction. As well as when we walk, we applied force on a backward direction and ground apply the force in a forward direction. यानी समझ में आवे जे weight थी downward, reaction in upward. We apply force on a backward direction and ground apply force in a forward direction. So ground applied in a upward and forward direction applied by the ground on the body. This reaction બે ટાઈપના છે, upward and forward. The reactions can be resolved in a two component. One is vertical, which is balanced our weight. અને આપણા જે weight ને આની downward direction માં weight છે, તો ઉપરનું જે direction છે એ weight ને balance કરે. And other horizontal, which makes us move forward, and other is a horizontal direction which makes our body move in a forward direction. Yani ground applied two component, which is one is a upward direction which balance our body, and other is forward direction, that is we can move in a forward direction. Now forces of gravity. Chalo. When the ball is lying on the ground, due to its weight, weight equal to mg, mass into gravity, that is the action. But the ground apply equal and opposite force, that is the upward direction, that is the reaction force. Okay, when we walk on the ground, there are two components. First is upward direction and forward direction. There are the two important. Note, it is very important to note that Newton's third law of motion is applicable only when two different bodies are involved. Compulsory, બે body one body, only one body. It's not possible that one body apply force, but કોના પર લગાડે? It's not possible. For example, in pushing off earth by us in act of walking, જ્યારે આપણે ચાલતા હોઈએ ને, when we walk on the ground, then we push the ground by our feet in backward direction. Is action done by us on the earth. Yani action done by us, we make action on the earth. But however, when the earth react back on our body, then we can push in a forward direction, and this is the reaction of earth is on our body, whereas the action done by us is on the earth. Yani action by us on the earth and reaction by earth on us, right? Now examples of Newton's third law of motion. Examples of Newton's third law of motion. હવે જોઈએ, when boatman push the bank with a pole, તમને ખબર હશે કે આ એનો બેંક છે, લેન્ડ છે, ઓકે, અને આ વોટર છે, અને એમાં બોટ હોય. તો જ્યારે બોટને સ્ટાર્ટ કરવી હોય ને, તો આવું મોટા બાંબુથી જે બોટમેન છે ને એને પુશ કરે, ગ્રાઉન્ડને પુશ કરે, સો ધ બોટ કેન ગો ઇનસાઇડ ધ વોટર. ઓકે, તો કેમ આગળ જાય છે? આપણે તો અહીંયા પુશ કરીએ, ધ એક્શન, તો આ રિએક્શન. વેન અ બોટમેન pushes the bank with a pole, yani boatman pushes the bank with a pole, the bank offers an equal and opposite reaction which makes the boat move in a forward direction in water, move in water, right? That is action and reaction. It become, પણ આપણે જ્યારે પણ એક્શન લગાડીએ ને, બી કેરફુલ, જ્યારે પણ આપણે એક્શન લગાડીએ એન્ડ જેના પર લગાડીએ ને, ઇટ્સ નોટ સોલિડ, રિજિડ સોલિડ. તો આપણે ફોર્સ લગાડીએ ને, તો ફોર્સ એ સ્પ્રેડ થઈ જાય, તો we cannot gain proper reaction because it yelled, yani yelled मतलब સ્પ્રેડ થઈ જાય આપણો જે એક્શન હોય. So that's why it has become difficult to walk on a sandy beach. કેમ? આ sandy beach છે, and there's a man. When the man applied force in a backward direction, but sand as is not rigid solid, so when this action force is yelled by yani spread in the sand, so we cannot get proper reaction, so we cannot walk fast in sandy beach. It becomes difficult to walk on a sandy beach because when we push the sand with our feet, the sand yields. Thus, it does not react back with the same force. It is for the same reason when we cannot swim as fast in the water as we can run on the ground. Can we? No. જેટલું આપણે ગ્રાઉન્ડ ઉપર ફાસ્ટ દોડી શકીએ ને, એટલું આપણે વોટરમાં ના દોડી શકીએ. કેમ? Because when we apply force on the ground, then the ground is rigid and immediately react on the body and we can go in a forward direction. But when we apply force on ground or in water, then water yield. Water is not rigid. Because water yields and we cannot get proper reaction force, so it is difficult to swim or run in water. The boatman always tie his boat before allowing the passenger to disembark. मतलब હવે સપોઝ આ લેન્ડ છે અને આ વોટર છે, બરાબર? હવે અહીંયા બોટ એકદમ શોર ઉપર આવી ગઈ, બેંક ઉપર આવી ગઈ, અને આની અંદર બહુ બધા પેસેન્જર્સ છે અને ડિસેમ્બાર્ક કરવું છે તો પહેલાં આ બોટને શું કરવાનું, અહીંયા બાંધી દેવું પડે. ઓકે, કારણ કે વેન પેસેન્જર disembark, it applies some force on the boat, that is action force. તો એક્શન ફોર્સ કઈ ડિરેક્શનમાં જાય? બેકવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં. સો ધીસ પેસેન્જર ગો ઇન અ ફોરવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શન. બટ બેકવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં જાય છે, આ બેકવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં આપે ને, તો આ બેકવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં જાય તો આપણે ફોરવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં જાય. એટલે આ બોટ છે ને, બટ ઇટ ઇઝ ઇન અ વોટર. Boat is in water, so boat also apply in a backward direction, and whatever the backward direction, yani whatever the action force apply on the boat yelled by the water, and so the water go in a backward direction. And each time the boatman always tie his boat before allowing the passenger to disembark. It is because when the passengers start disembarking मतलब उतरવું. Okay, disembarking, they push the boat in a backward direction. Yani this passenger push the boat in a backward direction with their feet. Since the boat is in water and water yields the impact of the force, therefore boat has a tendency to slide back in the water. અને બધા પેસેન્જર ઉતરવાના બાકી હોય એટલે એને દોરીથી બાંધી રાખે, નહીંતર આ બોટ છે એ અંદર જતી રહે. When a rubber ball strikes the hard ground with some force of action, that is action, જ્યારે પણ આપણે રબર બોલ છે એને જોરથી નીચે કરીએ તો ground apply equal and opposite forces, hence the ball bounces and go in upward direction. Okay, the ground react in opposite direction with the equal force, hence the ball rebound. When the swimmer moves his hand backward in water, in doing so he push the water in a backward direction. આપણે જ્યારે સ્વિમિંગ કરીએ ત્યારે શું કરીએ? સ્વિમિંગ કરીએ ત્યારે આપણા હાથથી આ જે વોટર છે એને બેકવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં ધક્કો મારીએ. તમે જેને સ્વિમિંગ કરવા જતા હોય એને ખબર હશે. બટ ધ વોટર apply equal and opposite forces on the body that we can go in a upward direction, yani in a forward direction ma we can swim because we apply force in a backward direction in water. When the swimmer moves his hand backward in the water, in doing so he pushes the water in a backward direction, yani we apply force on water in a backward direction. This is an action force. So the water reacts back on the swimmer and pushes him in the forward direction. When the birds flap their wings, why the birds can fly? Wings and downward. When the birds flap their wings downward direction, है ना, જ્યારે ફ્લેપ ડાઉનવર્ડ ડાયરેક્શનમાં ફ્લેપ કરે ને જ્યારે સ્વિમ કરે ત્યારે the wind in turn react back and push the wings in an upward direction, hence the bird can fly in an upward direction. The force of hammer on the nail is action. હવે આ nail છે અને આપણે એને હેમરથી મારીએ છીએ, બરાબર? આવી હેમર હોય ને, આને મારીએ તો that is action. But nail apply equal and opposite direction on the hammer. But hammer is hold by our hand, so the reaction is also felt by our hand. So sometimes we feel hurt. The force of hammer on the nail is action force. But by the Newton's third law of motion, the nail react back with equal force on the hammer. As the hammer is held firmly in the hand, therefore we feel hurt in our hand. Okay, this is all about action and reaction and Newton's third law of motion. Yani here we completed Newton's first law of motion, Newton's second law of motion and Newton's third law of motion. चलो હવે અહીંયા ન્યૂટન્સ લો ઓફ યુનિવર્સલ ગ્રેવિટી ઇઝ વેરી વેરી ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ. બસ એક આ લેક્ચર અને આના પછીનું એક લેક્ચર, બસ 2 લેક્ચર પછી આ લેસન ખતમ થઈ જશે. નેક્સ્ટ ટેસ્ટ વિલ બી ફિઝિક્સ. આ લેસન અને હજી બી આના પછીનું એક લેસન પતી જશે ફિઝિક્સમાં. ઓકે, ન્યૂટન્સ લો ઓફ યુનિવર્સલ ગ્રેવિટેશન. સર આઇઝેક ન્યૂટન observed that the earth, besides the attracting small object on and near its surface, yani earth object apple, earth object this pen, small object on the earth as well as near its surface, attract the other planet also. He further, not only object but also earth can attract the other planet also. He further assumed that a force of attraction exists between all the objects in the universe irrespective of the distance between them. Any two objects in this universe can attract irrespective of the distance, though they are millions of kilometers away from each other. This force of attraction between any two bodies in the universe was named of force of gravitation. Any two body can attract with each other. Yani apple on the earth and the sun attract each other. That is the gravitational force. Earth and sun, they attract each other though they are very far from each other. Okay. He further asserted that the force of gravitation increases with increase in mass of the two bodies. Mass is more. Yani more is the mass, heaviness. More they are heavy, more is the gravitation. But decreases if the distance between the center of the body increases. Yani distance is more than the force is less. He ultimately stated the law which is commonly called as Newton's law of universal gravitation. It's very important. Force of attraction. What is gravitational force? Force of attraction. Force of attraction between any two body is directly proportional to the product of their masses. Yani force of attraction is directly proportional to the product of their masses. Yani બે mass છે, બે body છે. Like two bodies is for example sun and earth. Sun નું mass છે m1 અને earth નું mass છે m2. And distance between the center of the body is d. So as per the Newton's law of universal gravitational law, what is force? Force is directly proportional to the product of their masses, directly proportional to the product of their masses, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their center of gravity. કોના વચ્ચેનું distance? Distance between their center. Square of the distance between their center. You have to take the not only the distance between two bodies, you have to take the distance between the center of their bodies. So F equal to m1 into m2. Force is directly proportional to the product of the masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Combinedly 1 and 2. That force is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Now, જ્યારે પણ અહીંયા proportionality sign આવે ને, we have to remove the proportionality sign and put some constant. So F equal to અને proportionality sign ને આપણે remove કરીએ છીએ. So F equal to તો આપણે proportionality sign ની જગ્યાએ મૂકીએ છીએ G equal to m1 m2 upon d square. G any capital G. And what is capital G? Capital G is a constant quantity and it is commonly called as a universal gravitational constant. Universal gravitational law છે તો એ જે constant છે એને universal gravitational constant કહેવાય. Now definition and unit of universal gravitational constant. હવે આની definition આપવાની છે. તો એને સબ્જેક્ટ બનાવો. G એટલે શું થાય? fd² upon m1 m2. ઓકે, હવે આપણે એમ કહીએ કે g ઇક્વલ ટુ શું થાય? g ઇક્વલ ટુ fd² upon m1. અચ્છા, પહેલાં તો એની યુનિવર્સલ કોન્સ્ટન્ટની ડેફિનેશન આપીએ. m1 m2 અને d આ ત્રણેય 1 યુનિટ છે, તો f ઇક્વલ ટુ g થાય. If there are two bodies, each of a unit mass is 1 kg. આ બી 1 kg, 1 kg, and distance between them is 1 meter. यानी two bodies, both are 1 kg and distance between their center is 1 meter. 1 meter. Then in the formula, મૂકો f equal to g m1 m2 upon d square. So f equal to g 1 upon 1 square. 1 into 1 into 1 square. So f equal to g થાય. So our definition of universal gravitational constant is equal to force, is equal to force of attraction, is equal to force when force of attraction between two unit bodies, unit masses यानी 1 kg, and distance between them is 1 meter, and they are separated by the unit distance, unit यानी 1 meter, are measured from their centers. Now units of gravitational constant, હવે g ના unit, આના g ના unit શું થાય? Gravitational constant is equal to f equal to g m1 m2 upon d square. So g equal to, what is g? હવે જ્યારે યુનિટ્સ કરીએ તો g ને સબ્જેક્ટ બનાવે, તો d ઉપર જાય fd² upon m1 m2. So g equal to, ચલો f નો યુનિટ ન્યૂટન, ડિસ્ટન્સ यानी મીટર સ્ક્વેર, માસ यानी કિલોગ્રામ ઇન્ટુ કિલોગ્રામ. તો g equal to ન્યૂટન મીટર સ્ક્વેર અને કિલોગ્રામ સ્ક્વેર, કિલોગ્રામ ઇન્ટુ કિલોગ્રામ. And so the unit of gravitational constant in SI system is Newton meter square upon kilogram square, and its experimental value it's 6.66666 આવે છે. Actually 6.6666666. તો આપણે જનરલી આને 6.67 લઈએ છીએ. 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. પણ અહીંયા 6.66 જ આપી છે. It's okay, you can take also this 6.66 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square upon kilogram square. Okay, now importance of universal law of gravitation, importance of universal એક મિનિટ આને જોઈ લો. હા, ચલો આટલું કરીએ, અહીંયા સુધી કરીએ આજે. હા, by applying this law, importance of universal law of gravitation, by applying this law one can explain the motion of planets around the sun, motion of the moon around the earth, and motion of freely falling body. Yani by this law, because it apply on any two bodies on the earth, one earth and one heavenly body, and we can explain the motion of